All right, good morning, PSC 1025, and welcome to week 7. So, this week we're going to take a trek through talking about political parties, interest groups, or other grassroots movements as they affect state and local politics. So, in essence, this week, as we move through the assigned reading, which, if we take a look at our syllabus, is coming out of chapter 6, our effort is going to be to kind of understand all of these various groups from a top down and kind of a bottom up. And so if you were to picture that kind of triangle, right side up, upside down, what we're going to notice is at the state and local level, depending on where we are in the system of government and a state, party is going to have greater influence over, say, just the individual. So if we're talking about state elected office, whether it's governor, state attorneys general, whether it is, a state legislator, whether it's, the state senate or the state house, right? Party is going to be really powerful and important there. If we talk more about your municipal government, right, your town council or your city council, party, is hit or miss in terms of the influence there. But certainly at all levels, whether it's municipal or state level office, interest groups are enormously powerful in shaping the candidates running, the candidates who win, and the legislation passed. And again, when we talk about interest groups, right, these can be anything from political action committees, which we know as PACs. These could be just general special interest groups that may lobby on a particular issue, or these could be general just lobbyists, right, who are trying to use their influence and potentially campaign finance to help shift a candidate on a particular issue or the other. And then certainly, whether it is at your town council or whether it is at the state government, there are grassroots movements, individuals that find a particular issue and advocate for that issue in the hopes, right, of making significant change, whether it is, say, in your community, right, advocating for a low speed limit near a public park, for example, or whether it is a grassroots movement advocating for some type of education reform. In essence, though, really what our goal is today is to understand that we as citizens within a state and local body politic are in a situation where whether or not we choose to be partisan, we are in a partisan space. We tend to find ourselves being pushed between the right or the left when overwhelmingly polls tell us most Americans, whether it's from the federal government all the way down to the municipal government, we are relatively in the political center with regards to really what we see as necessary functions of government on a day-to-day and really just what is important to us. And so as you go through reading of chapter 6 this week, just kind of realize, right, that what we're looking at is obviously at the state and local level, but consider how this could be applied to the federal government. Okay. So assignments this week, you've got discussion 7, quiz 7, and then make sure you continue to work on that study guide because exam 1 is next week. It will be open up all week. If you have any questions about that, feel free to reach out.